Hello, welcome to Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. My name is Susie Parker Goins. I'm a channel, an energy healer, past life explorer, a guide. I have links in the description box for my websites, podcasts, financial support opportunities, and contact information. Please like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share with your friends, donate, do all the things. The best way to contact me about current pricing or to make an appointment via phone or video conferencing software is through my email at susiepgoins@gmail.com. Thanks for your support. Welcome to episode 8 of my 7-week series on the chakras. I know I did a chakra a week, so now we're at week 8. Bonus episode, woo! To summarize yet again, chakra is the ancient Sanskrit word for wheel. We have chakras all over our body and outside of the body, and they're energy vortices that we have. And everybody's got them, even animals. I've read originally, I believe that there was 108, and now I'm reading 144, so spiritual evolution is a thing. I don't know specifically what it is because I haven't done that part of the research. Okay. We've talked about the big 7, or that inner rainbow, and so now we're going to talk about some that are not as well known. And I'm going to be doing another week of chakras for different chakras next week. So spoiler alert or teaser, whatever you want to call it. So tonight I'm going to talk about the chakras in your hands and in your feet. They're really important points for sending and receiving energy. Some resources call them minor chakras and others call them important, very important. The information I received is I was channeled some of the script, and so what I got was that we underestimate our abilities as healers, and the hands and feet are crucial parts of that process. So while I haven't found any specific names or tones associated with either of these chakra sets, I also haven't found specific foods or herbs. Okay, so for my sake, we're going to just take this one set of chakras at a time, and we're going to take on the palms. They're located at the center of your hand. According to Rinku Patel, we have 7 chakras in our hands, so not only the center, but we have the wrist, and then the tips of the thumb and fingers. Another resource said we even had them on the joints too, which that means a lot of chakras. But for the sake of sanity, again, we're going to focus on the center. The messages one gets from the palm chakras involve giving and receiving with ease, holding, whether it's holding space for somebody, holding an intention. Some days it's just all you can do to hold yourself together. Also, they are about expression, self-expression. It's not limited to artwork. It can also be in how you express yourself in your daily work, your life. Palm chakras are far more active than you would think. They send, and they not only send and receive energy, but you use them to support your body. So think about it. Whenever you get a headache, what happens? Whether it's your temple or your forehead. Oh, I'm in distress, la la la. When you can't speak, your hand goes through your throat. I know when I'm sad or have gratitude, I touch my heart. You can also scan the body or energy using your hands. You send and receive energy, and you use them to create things, whether it's, like I said, it's not limited to art, but creating a great worksheet, whatever software you use. Have you ever shaken somebody's hand? I know that's a thing of a past. I know that's a thing of the past, but if you've shaken somebody's hand, you can get a lot of information from it, not only with the force they use or the strength, how much of their hand they give you, even if they have sweaty palms. Okay, moving along. Chakras rotate, and the way they work on the hands is really interesting. Rinku Patel, I mentioned her earlier, She says that the chakras in your hands rotate in different directions, and you can use a pendulum to determine that. This is the necklace I wear, and so we're going to do a pendulum demonstration here. So, Patel says, let's see, that the left chakra rotates clockwise and the right chakra spins counterclockwise. I don't know. I have to check that out. Let's look. So my hand is here holding my pendulum over my chakra, and I ask, which way is my chakra spinning? It's spinning counterclockwise. So don't listen to what I said just a second ago. Okay. Is this a healthy direction for my chakra to spin? Yes. Thank you. So now we're going to check my right chakra, my right palm. Which way does my right palm chakra spin? Okay, it's going clockwise. It's really going. Okay, so Patel is right. Counterclockwise, I'm not looking at my script for this because I get confused. Counterclockwise is what you do to receive energy, right? And clockwise sends it out, because this is my receiving hand. This is my projecting hand. So if I'm doing stuff, I receive energy through this hand. Stephen Cho, who does pranic healing, they do that. They put out their left hand, their non-dominant hand. I apologize. You're working with your dominant hand and your non-dominant hand. So you hold out your non-dominant hand, which is the receiving hand, and you take in the energy, and you use your dominant hand to send out the energy. Cool. So if you're clearing, this is good for clearing because your dominant hand is good for clearing. And if you're filling in, you use your non-dominant hand. That's all I'm going to say to it because I'll get confused. Okay, let's move on to colors. The colors of the palm chakras are gold white or silver white. So you can use the gold, I don't know, silver, I know you use to add an extra protective layer. Gold, I got to check with my friend Chris on that. I haven't found a specific syllable that's associated with the chakras of either feet or hands. But we can move on to what is a healthy palm chakra? Well, we use the pendulum. You can feel a tingling in your hand. That's the energy flowing. You send and receive energy easily. You give without expectation, and you receive with sincere gratitude. You can also sense the energy of an object. And we'll talk about that in a second. And I think those people who talk with their hands, like I don't know who that would be, they're adding energy and sending out more energy with their messages. It's not a bad thing. Okay, so imbalanced or closed chakras show up as difficulty starting a creative project or not having that get up and go, that get it done stuff. There's also an inability to give or receive with graciousness, resistance to asking for help, and then resistance to receiving help. Overactive chakras in the hands they manifest as being all kinds of touchy-feely. It becomes, you have to touch everything. And it does venture into that inappropriate or invasive touching. And then there's also an inability to release issues. So, how do you open and balance the hand chakras? First off, you can use affirmations like, I hold myself with love and healing. I receive all the abundance of the universe. Let me do that one again. I receive all the abundance the universe has for me with grace. I send love and healing to those willing to receive. I'm a vessel for love and divine. I hold space for those in need. I touch the earth with love, joy, and gratitude. Now, moving on to stones. I honestly think any stone that resonates with you will work. Here's a pro tip. As you go through your stones, of which I have a lot, set your intention to find a stone that will work with your hand chakras or with your feet chakras. And then without touching them, I've got my lapis skull here. Say hello to Larry. Hello. So you hold your left hand over it because that's receiving the energy from the stone, and you hold it over there. Hold your hand over the different stones and get a feel for their energy. All right, now Larry is really just punching here. And it's then that you can attune the stones to working with your chakras. Listen to your intuition. Next up are mudras. Those are the hand positions that you use in meditation or in yoga to activate the other chakras. So any mudras that are applicable to the root chakra you can use. It's like exercising. I think, and I've used these. I've got a podcast about the root chakra and those mudras. Activating your palm chakras can enhance any experience you have when you're working. Reiki practitioners do something very simple. They touch their thumb to the center of their palm and say Reiki on. And then they turn it off, Reiki off. You can also, this is what I do unconsciously, is I rub my hands together. And here's a little exercise. I've got a podcast about this too. But you rub your hands together to activate the energy, to start getting the energy flowing. And you hold your hands in a ball shape. And you fill it, you set your intention to fill it with love. And then, like bubbles, you send them out. Let's see what else to open. More open and healing the chakras. Not only practice making those energy balls, but you can meditate. And as you meditate, you can envision a lotus unfolding in your hand. And as you do that unfolding in meditation, you get to see that divine light coming forth. Use a pendulum, like we just did earlier. A gentleman named Bruce Clifton from the Spiritual Center, he recommends that you stand in the grass facing south. That's behind me. And you put your hands out to your side with the palms out. Left hand goes to the east, right palm goes to the west, and then you accept with gratitude the energy the north is sending you, and they will help recharge you during your sleep. Now we move on to the feet. The location is at the soles of your feet, and because I'm not flexible, sorry, you'll just have to imagine. Okay, feet are your connection with the earth. It helps you with groundedness, vitality, stability, safety, detoxification, because you can draw things out through your feet. It's an entry point for grounding, and it connects you to your root chakra. That's it. The feet chakra are connected to the root chakra. Next week, we're going to talk about the Earth Star, which connects even further. It really works with your connection to the earth. Comes up through your feet, and it joins up in the root chakra. Now, the colors associated with the feet chakra, they're earthier. So we're talking browns and deep reds. I would say even, autumnal orange and greens and reds that way. Balanced feet chakra show up as you feel in divine alignment with the natural rhythms of life. There's confidence. You feel confidence. You feel secure. You trust that divine will provide for you. There's an alignment with your life purpose, and then you're willing to take the steps to fulfill that purpose. Underactive foot chakras manifest as feelings of being ungrounded, spacey. There's insecurity, a disconnection, out of sorts, out of touch. There's a lack of vitality, motivation, and get up and go do itness is lacking. There's also a lot of fatigue. An overactive foot chakra shows up as stubbornness or resistance or an unwillingness to change. There's a fearfulness surrounding natural changes, the seasons or circumstances, even your body. Also, you can have sleep issues like insomnia or nightmares. Restlessness, I used to have that jiggly leg thing. And you can have blocked creativity too. Pendulums are not recommended for balancing or checking the direction on the feet. A gentleman named Tom DeLiso, he states that the feet chakras, when they are blocked, the energy swirls around, and a chakra is not able to reflect that. If you're asking what direction it's going in, it will be swirling around. And I tried a yes and no answers, like, are my feet chakras healthy? I didn't get a very strong response to that. I also asked, that's another story. So it wasn't great working with pendulums on my feet. So there. So whether the weak response validates DeLizo's theories or it's the fact that I have neuropathy, I don't know. So if anybody tries it and gets a really strong, solid answer, please contact me and tell me what you got. DeLizo also outlines that using your hands, you can use your hands to sense energy in the foot chakras. So you get a client laying down and you put your hands in the energy field. You don't touch the feet, but you put your hands in the client's energy field. And if you feel any kind of warmth there, that's an indicator of an imbalance or a blockage. If you feel coolness in the energy field, or if your hands tingle, that would be an indicator of an open foot chakra. Based on the fact that I have cold feet all the time, and with my tingling, I'm probably not a good person. No, wait, that's wrong. I have to pay attention to my notes. So based on with my cold, you know what? Let's just forget that comment. Affirmations to use with your feet. I've really got to learn how to edit in YouTube. So, affirmations you can use with your feet. I'm deeply connected with the earth. I honor earthly rhythms. I am open to vital life energy. I live in harmony with the world around me. I am grounded, stable, and supported. So there are other techniques you can use. The first one is called earthing. And earthing is when you go out and stand on the grass for like 15 minutes a day. Now, where I live, it gets cold and wet. So maybe it's not such a good idea. And that's when I checked in to see if the wood flooring, the hardwood flooring we have worked with my pendulum. And it was like, meh. So I'm going to do other things like a grounding meditation. Yes, I have a podcast for that. And that's when I have a podcast for grounding meditation. You can dance. Moving your body gets you very present in your body and it makes you feel grounded. You can walk in nature and you can up it by making it a walking meditation. Yoga asanas that are geared towards balancing the root chakra are very good. The mudras are good. You can do a foot soak using warm water and Epsom salts. Epsom salts will draw toxins out of your feet and therefore opening the chakras. And a foot massage. Those are good. Now, if you choose to do a foot massage, you can use essential oils to help to ground you. Of course, put them in with a carrier oil like coconut or almond, even olive. And the good oils, good essential oils include, but are not limited to, cedarwood, sage, peppermint, frankincense, vetiver, neroli. And now we move on to crystals. Any grounding crystal will help. You can wear it as jewelry. You can meditate with them. I don't recommend you put them in with your blankets, but you could put them under your bed at the foot of your bed. So we're looking at grounding stones for this, and those are black or brown ones, earthy. Well, they're all earthy because they're rocks. But so something like black tourmaline, black kyanite, hematite is very grounding. Obsidian is protective and grounding. Red jasper. You can do it. You can do what you need to. Let's see, I already said that. So it turns out, here we go, closing now. It turns out that these chakras are as important as any of the other chakras we've talked about. They're a conduit for energy from Mother Earth and from Divine. They connect you to your place in the universe. Now, Monday's meditation, we're going to play with the whole concept of opening up the chakras, I guess. That's what we do. Yeah. So until next time, blessings.